we're trying a new thing here. I'm going to be bringing in a guest from the Predator Hunting Grounds community. So first one up here, this is going to be SgtMoose. Welcome, SgtMoose.
Hey guys, glad to be here.
And he is going to tell us a little bit about his Predator and the Predator match that he sent in for this episode. So tell us about this Predator build you got here, Moose.
Sure, absolutely. So first and foremost, I'm going with the City Hunter, mainly because he's one of my favorite Predators from the films, but also one of my favorites in the game too. He fits my playstyle, kind of the way I like to play the Predator. I named him Steel for Steel City from the place I'm from, but beside the point, this Predator is focused on range damage. Now, I am running analytics, so when I scan them, I do more damage to them. I'm also running the combi stick and the smart disc, which stays true to the City Hunter from the films as well. For my perks, I'm running downrange, which gives me a 10% increase in range damage, adrenal boost, which gives me a 25% increase in stamina, and a modified reserve, just so I have a little bit extra in the tank for whenever I use my plasma caster and different things like that. So this Predator focuses massively on range damage, but he's also not afraid of upfront combat if he has to, with the combi stick as well, and of course wrist blades. Smart disc I don't use too much upfront, but you know, in this particular video, this was a very difficult team that I faced, but I do use this Predator for the more skilled matches that I play in because he's so versatile. You won't see me use the smart disc a ton in this video. You'll see me using the combi stick and combi stick throws and plasma caster more than anything. But it's a really fun build, man. It fits my play style. I think we all have that kind of one Predator where everything kind of clicks with it. Mm-hmm. And this is the one for me. This is the one I use most out of any other Predator, and that's pretty much the build in a nutshell. Also, I'm running the motion detector, of course. It helps out a lot. I use the motion detector religiously, and the healing kits I try not to. I use those as a last resort. Obviously I'm looking for boars for the whole match, but I use the healing kits as a last resort. Wrist launcher, not so much, but it's locked to the City Hunter. So
very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So this is your main. Awesome. Mm-hmm. So we get a real good SgtMoose taste of Think Like a Predator here. And I feel you on the motion detectors. I love motion detectors, and you do healing the same way I do as well. I do boars all I can throughout the match, and then the healing kit or the med kit is pretty much last resort. I think that's a pretty good, solid strategy as Predators, so we got some things in common there.
Because you always have them in your back pocket just in case, just in case you run into a pinch, you need it, so yeah.
Exactly. Especially near the end of the match when you need to put on the pressure, or if you're keeping up with them, if you're under pressure.
Absolutely, I've had a few of those.
Yes. So, I've watched this clip through once. Before this interview, and it's definitely intense. It's a saucy match. So
yes.
What were some of the adjustments? Tell us a little bit of some of the adaptations you had to make with this fire team.
Sure. So there was at least one guy, I'm not sure, maybe two, but there was at least one guy that was really, really good with the sniper, man, with the saws, and I wanted to focus on him quite a bit. I actually know this person. I've played with him many times before, and he's extremely good at the game. I wanted to put my main focus on him because I knew it would take a lot of pressure off of me for the rest of the guys. Now, they were moving quickly. They knew what they were doing. They were well-oiled, and they were ready to get from A to B and get the match done, either kill me or get to the chopper and get out of there. So I had to put the pressure on from the very get-go. Unfortunately, I didn't get a 7 kill, but that wasn't going to happen anyway because as soon as I killed the first guy, they immediately went to reinforcements right after that. So didn't get the 7 kill, but we did get I think a 5 or 6K in that match, and it was just intense. That's why I sent this video to you because this is one of the most intense fights that I've had in a long time. Now, I can take the City Hunter out, man. I can have a lot of fun smart disc play and things like that, depending on the fire team. But this fire team was very experienced and definitely put this build to the test. So I kind of wanted to showcase this build on your channel to show that this build works against, very strong teams. So
against an elite squad. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're gonna die with it sometimes, but it is capable of getting the job done. So in this match, I had to rely a ton on my plasma caster. I had to use my whole arsenal, pretty much everything at my disposal. I was panicked. I know they were panicked. We didn't really know which way it was going to go, but I had to rely a lot on combi stick throws and plasma shots, and that kind of made the difference for me.
Yeah.
And a little bit of luck too. So.
Right. Yeah. That's
for sure.
That definitely happens. Well, dude, we are gonna get into this match, but before we do, where can we find your content? I know you're on Twitter and YouTube. Is there anything or everything you want to share with us? Let us know where we can find you.
Yeah, sure. So my main source of content is on YouTube at SgtMoose, SgtMoose. You can also find me. I'm very active on Twitter, especially in the Predator Hunting Grounds community at SGT_Moose, and also dabbling with Twitch at SgtMoose as well.
Right on.
I think that's about it. Yep.
Awesome, man. Well, we're going to get into this match, and everybody, you want to keep up with SgtMoose, you know where to find him, so let's get into it.
Yeah, much appreciated. Guys, drop my good friend Feather. I like and subscribe on the video. He's awesome as well. I appreciate you having me, man. Thanks for the time, and we'll see you on the next one.
Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
So we've gotten to know SgtMoose a little bit. Links to his Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube channels are going to be in the description for you. So let's follow his Predator, try to think like he does. See what we can learn a little bit from the way he handles this fire team. Get to know this build a little bit and how it handles this particular hunt. So Moose has already used target isolation. He's on his way to the fire team now, and he's probably already thinking about what he's going to do about that sniper friend of his, knowing that this is going to be a hairy match. He gets there to the fire team, and before he even throws his motion detector in the middle of them, he is sniped in the face by the very man he was expecting to get hassled by. So gets a plasma caster shot off and a nice combi stick throw, then leaps away before getting sniped again. He's down to half health. Gets some good distance. He's cloaked, standing still, launches the smart disc. He's seeking the fire team members with the smart disc, and he is found by a smart fire team member. Not quite what I was going to say, but alright. And so he leaps away from that, managed to get away with only a little bit of damage there, and throws down another motion detector in his wake because they are going to chase where he was. So good idea there. He's going to tag some guys with that motion detector. Leaps on a tree on accident, gets back down, throws a combi stick and misses. Still looking for some extra damage. He's sniped in the face twice again, at least once in the face. And he has to leap away now after a quick shot with the plasma caster, and good job avoiding second wind there. And the fire team has definitely made their presence known here at the beginning of the match. SgtMoose gets away. He's healing with a med kit now, which we learned in the interview that he actually doesn't like to do. He's a lot like me. He likes to go after the pigs first, conserve the med kits for when you need them. But here, right off the bat, I mean, we got like 13 minutes left in this match, and he's already used his first med kit because he's really feeling the pressure. A telltale sign right there for a conservative med kit user that the fire team has definitely rattled him a little bit. So now he needs to go pick up his weapons. He's all healed up. Hasn't come across any pigs yet to play the way he wants to, but right now he's just thinking he's got to put the pressure on this fire team because he's under pressure for every moment that he's not putting on damage to them. So he catches back up with them, launches a smart disc again, does a good job of winding back around a corner to get that guy from behind. Not an easy thing to do there. And leaps down through the terrain, keeps leaping as he's getting spotted, goes behind a wall here, busts out the plasma caster, slaps a guy in the face with it as he comes around the corner, and eats a second wind to claim him, which was totally worth it. So he's looking to leap right now, trying to get away, and yeah, completely worth the second wind, in my opinion. I've said it before, you may have heard me say this, that an early second wind is totally worth it. It's especially against a good fire team, it's okay to take risks like that early on as long as you know you can get away. And also look at his biomask. It is already smoking and sparking with 11 minutes left in the match. So we've only been in this for 4 minutes, and already that sniper friend of his really kind of getting the better of him right now, because that biomask is already giving up. It does not want to go on very much longer. A couple more shots to that mask and he might lose it. So really spicy. You can feel the heat right now. Kills a pig on the way back to the fire team. Picks up the combi stick again, and so that's good. He's got a pig ready because he's going to need it. He just used his last med kit, which I'm sure already for Moose is very uncomfortable for him. I know it would be for me. So he's leaping around. Saw a fire team guy over there. He might have ran around that corner there just to be safe in case they spotted him, because this is a very stingy team. Comes back around, throws the combi stick at him, misses, gives away his position, and immediately he's already spotted. Looking for another combi stick throw on top of a roof. Gets it, upper body, maybe even in the face, so good throw there, just kind of slung it. Moose has some really good combi stick throws in this match already. Jumps on the rooftop, looking for a plasma caster shot. Gets it. Comes around the corner here with the smart disc. He's playing very aggressive, very good against an aggressive fire team, and looking for a good hit with the smart disc, but he's not coming up with anything. Luckily they didn't run up on him this time. And he knows they're out in that direction, throws a motion detector through the trees there, runs around the corner for cover. They definitely saw him do that even though he's cloaked. Peeks around the corner with the plasma caster, lets off a pretty well charged shot, so that's a good hit there. This is a ranged build, as he said. He's got the downrange perk, so he's doing a little bit of extra damage there. Gets another shot, really well charged, almost fully charged plasma caster shot there, so you know that guy is putting that little medkit needle in his arm right now because he got smacked. And SgtMoose trying to get his energy back up, also keeping a watch out for where the fire team is, and I think he's getting attacked point blank by his sniper friend here. Running around looking for a combi sticks throw, doesn't get it, keeps leaping, staying mobile, doing really good. That is, I mean, you want to make it hard for the fire team to hit you, you got to stay mobile, which the adrenal boost perk is helping him do that. But he is still taking damage as he puts on another nice plasma caster shot, downs a guy with it, but unfortunately the sniper got him well there and his health is too low to capitalize on that downed guy. And if you didn't notice there, while Moose was healing with that pig, even though he was cloaked and everything, the pig did give him away and the sniper was right there shooting on his location, probably shooting just above the predator's head. Luckily it hadn't risen yet and didn't get hit. Nice combi stick throw there, another stylish throw and hit by SgtMoose. Waiting around the corner again with the plasma caster, really good job of using that, and follows up with some good wrist blade action around the corner again with the plasma caster behind the tree. I would recommend trying to uncloak and get out of heat vision when doing that so you don't overload. But this is a really high octane match, so there's not a lot of time to think about that kind of thing. So Moose continues to leap around, gets inside this temple ruin here, trying to get this pig down so he can come back to it later. Can't take it right now because the fire team is hot on his trail. Another guy ambushes him inside the temple there. He gets a few wristblade hits in before he has to leap away. Don't want to get stuck on that fight because they are rallying. He's peeking around the corner with that plasma caster shot and hit. I don't know if it was hit in the face, maybe shoulder or something, upper body of his predator, but he was sniped again there. This sniper is putting on the damage. Just like Sergeant Moose said, he knew it was going to be a rough fight with that guy, so he has to get away again. He is cloaked, heat vision, looking for a pig. He already popped target isolation, so he's in the direction of where he thinks his one pig was. He finds one. He's going to heal from it here, and that biomask is still hanging in there. It's still smoking and sparking, but it is hanging on for dear life. It does not want to go on. Good job on Moose for protecting his face here. He's gotten a lot more mobile since the first part of the match, and I think that's been saving him. It's been making it harder for the sniper to hit him in the face. So looking around the corner here, I guess he suspected that there were some fire team guys over there, but he didn't come up with anything there. And running into this complex here, spotted on his way in, stops around the corner to surprise them with another plasma caster shot from around that corner, came up with nothing again, leaped away, staying mobile again. Very good. That's definitely what's keeping him in this game, is adrenal boost on that city predator and using it with all the leaps and staying mobile. Nice combi stick throw as he's jumping into the lion's den. With less than 5 minutes left, he has to get more aggressive than he's been in the entire match, because no doubt with less than 5 minutes left, this fire team's looking for their exfil probably, or they're really, really close to that. So he is surrounded. The whole fire team is here. Got some good plasma caster shots off. Got a nice combi stick throw in there, and there's another one. Got a guy daydreaming. Downs him, claims him. He's spotted, leaps away, and narrows them down to 3. Needs to keep the pressure on heavy here. Nice plasma caster shot around the hill. Follows up with some good wristblade action. Downs him, gets away because you know they're going to rally. Leaps back in, thinking about claiming. There's a guy right here. Gets parried with the melee, but keeps pressing in. Goes in for a gutsy claim there with only one fire team guy remaining, so it was worth it. And even then, he comes back, and they are actually both down. The last guy is down. The NPC came in and cleaned up. Sergeant Moose offers him some candy, leaps down, and a roar of victory. Fantastic job by the Sergeant. Confronting that fire team at the very end of the match. All odds against him, about to lose his biomask, playing against the time, full squad. All of them really good, finding and putting on damage. So, well done, Sergeant Moose. Go follow him. He's got a lot of good clips on his channels. Links in the description in the video. And so stay tuned for more guest appearances from other content creators around the PHG community, showing off some of their best or favorite hunts right here on this Think Like a Predator series. Really excited to see some of these other matches from some of these other guys and having the honor to commentate them myself. Really excited about that. I hope you are too. Consider liking and or subscribing on this video. Leave a comment, give Sergeant Moose some kudos, and I will see you next time.